Hi and welcome to this Autoemotional presentation for a rather fetching Maserati Granturismo special. 2016, presented in a beautiful color combination. In fact, you can't barely see the seats on the inside due to the nature of the tints, but from the inside the tints aren't that heavy. It just rounds off that rather menacing look that these vehicles have, and this particular one has been done quite tastefully. You can see it's actually got like a hint of gold in the grille. Beautiful, beautiful. And that 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗢𝗠𝗢𝗧, of course, standing very proud. These vehicles are deceptive. They look so slick in videos and photographs. Up close, this thing has a very large footprint, and the engine note, well, it's such a shame it can't be captured that well on video, but suffice to say that you don't really need a sound system in this thing, although the sound system's been upgraded on this. It's got an Android touchscreen, something that Audio Direct is very famous for now, bringing in the first Android touchscreens for these cars. But look at this thing, Pininfarina styling, one of the greatest houses for fashion couture, you could say, ever to exist. Very, very proud to have this in for sale. Also, little things that sometimes people do miss, like these hood scoops. Grabs that air, pushes it through to the engine, keeps it running cool. Even the wheels color coded to the body. And another little fact, the Trident logo. See, it's blue, red here, it's blue on the other side. Little things like this we like pointing out. The oval exhaust tips. And again, from the back, the thing just looks so squat and menacing. You jump inside and it really is a lovely, lovely cabin to be in. It is so driver focused, but passenger truly enjoys themselves in this car as well as they're whisked away with that engine note, and certainly has a pace on this thing. Very high quality camera has been installed on this. Of course, again, part of the Audio Direct network, our sister company that carried out that work. And if I do open up the car, oh, glorious, glorious. Suddenly it comes to life. So, of course, you can see that tan door card with the stitching, contrasting Bose sound system. The mats, by the way, are still in plastic. And as you see, these seats, slightly angled, again, replicating the front grille, and that brushed aluminium there in the background with those very proud Trident logos embezzled, stitched onto the headrest. When you put the seat forward, you can see automatically it will whirl through, letting the rear occupants pop themselves into the back. And actually you do have reasonable space in the back here, cup holders, 2 seats, so it's definitely a 2+2. The latter needs to be of a certain dimension. I don't think I'll squeeze into the back, that'll just be rather embarrassing. You'll have to prise me back out, but I mean, look at this cabin, the color combination, very, very nice. And of course, Gran Turismo Sport, that is what it's all about. Jump glass on both sides, so it gives you that beautiful closed cabin sound whenever you do it. And the little touches like the Maserati script in the headlights, and again, Trident logos throughout. Here, of course, on the driver's side, you have a few more toys to play with. The kick panel with the Maserati logo, electric mirrors, which of course do work. Let's start this thing up, and you'll see all the lights come on as they should, and go out as they should do too. Of course, the seatbelt will remain, door is open, and handbrake has automatic cut-off. And there is that glorious Maserati screen, all fettled by our Sheikh Zayed Road branch of Audio Direct. giving you lots more entertainment, infotainment, and connectivity facilities on this particular screen. Go through some of those shortly. And again, though, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but let's try. Not really, doesn't do justice to it, but there you go. Anyway, let's close the door as we enjoy the AC on this thing and electric mirrors, that being the drivers, that being the passengers, all working. Again, electric windows work perfectly. We've just had the car valeted, so we're not going to get water stains on it. Auto headlights, park headlights, dip beams, main beams, fuel opener, boot opener, parking sensors on and off. You can dim the cluster, you can brighten it, and it flicks through various modes here on the trip computer as well. And for those of you eagle-eyed amongst our viewers, you'll notice it's only got 28,000 kilometers on this thing. Service history from Alex Renner, that's the last couple of things. R Motors in DIP, the premier Ferrari Maserati specialist and a good friend. We've known them from day one, and they do a cracking job on their cars. Paddle shifts, of course, as you can see. Pull on the left to go down, pull on the right to go up. And that Trident logo constantly staring at you, reminding you you've achieved something in life by driving one of these Italian beauties. And here we go. That head unit, as mentioned, as you can see, it's currently running Waze. Searching for network because it wants to tether to a phone, although the data is all up to date. So even without a phone, you've actually got navigation on there. Press the home button, it will take you through to, of course, said home. Navigation, you can set it to default. At the moment it's for Waze, but you can do Google Maps, so on and so forth. This is a car info, and you can see how many options this unit gives you. We've installed a couple of these now. The guys absolutely love it. Bluetooth for voice calls as well as music streaming. Pop back, go to home. Radio, we won't put it on so we don't infringe any copyright. And of course, app list. You've got a lot of facilities on here. One of my favorites, of course, is the dashboard. Look at that thing. Very, very nice. See how the rev cluster is reading from the OBD of the car. Very, very nice. Auxiliary, so you can change up if you want to add more music sources, but you've already got Bluetooth on here. Compass to let you know which way you're heading in life, which is always a good thing, I feel. Back to home and back through. You can see how quickly this is moving through. Driving recorder, because this thing actually has a DVR. So as you're driving, it can actually record. We've actually disconnected the cables, so we can put them back. Of course, it's not an issue. Then we configure it with your SD card, so you can actually have a DVR in this car. It's already set up. Literally, we just need to drop an SD card in there as well. Not a big deal. And a lot more facilities, as you can see. And flicking through, we can download onto the Play Store, as well as connect up your Google account, and that gives you a lot more information and options through on the car itself. As you can see, can add to it. It's currently got Spotify, Waze, YouTube, and it's got CarPlay as well. So lots of good stuff. And when you engage that gearbox and put it into reverse, of course, what happens, you do get a very, very high quality camera. This again, it was installed audio direct on Sheckside Road, so we do all the in-car entertainment works, and brilliant job it is. AC, of course, you can't feel it, but suffice to say it is very, very cold in this cabin, which isn't a bad thing because we're currently going through a bit of an extra heat wave, I feel, here in Dubai, which isn't a bad thing coming from East London, where it can be a bit nippy once in a while, but we're having good weather there as well. So, and of course, whack the car into sports and you can instantly hear the engine rev slightly differently. Might not be able to be picked up on the microphone, but all in all, this really is a very, very nice vehicle, and as you can see, in really good condition. The mats are still in their plastic. Bose sound system, tinted glass all the way around, Alcantara on the roof as well, which really does make for a nice feel when you're in the cabin. That engine note, which unfortunately we can't pick out, but suffice to say, it's truly, truly going to excite you every time you turn the key on this thing. And it is now currently for sale with Autoemotional. So this 2016 28,000 kilometer Maserati Granturismo Sport, available now. And we thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for taking your time out to watch this video presentation by Autoemotional.